shit, yeah, they bread stank. Walk up in the club, dripping like I'm fresh paint. I can see through the facade like an...
What's going on, fight fans? It's another great day when you love MMA. Welcome back to Mad Matty Fight Talk. Your host here, Mad Matty. So UFC 274 went down on May 7th, and we got to witness Charles "DO BRONX" Oliveira taking on Justin the Highlight Gaethje. Now, for all of you who do know, for those of you who don't, there was some controversy around this fight. Charles missed weight by half a pound. He came in at 155.5, which took him out of title contention. He actually had to vacate his 155 championship belt, and he was no longer the championship as soon as the match started. But Justin Gaethje, on the other hand, if he won the fight, he would win the title. So he still had the opportunity to become a champion. It was still a championship fight for him, and they took the title away from Oliveira. So he had no chance of being the champion. The only thing he could win was the #1 contender. So the fight happens. I mean, we already know what happened. DO BRONX ends up getting the submission in the first round in an absolute barn burner. Now, this fight started off fucking crazy. Both guys meet in the center, and to my surprise, the first exchange, it looked like Oliveira caught Gaethje hard. Maybe just wobbled him a little bit. Gaethje got on his horse, though, and started landing some bombs. And Gaethje, doing what Justin Gaethje does, landed nasty shots, dropped Oliveira hard, cut his eye open. Oliveira gets up and, doing what Oliveira does, comes from behind and starts landing some nasty strikes himself. Drops Gaethje with a hard straight, ends up diving in on him. Doesn't go for striking to finish the fight with a TKO. Immediately starts going for submissions, which set him up to get a rear naked choke. Now, to my surprise in this fight, what I was really worried about for Oliveira, and listen, guys, if you guys been watching the channel, you know that I'm a Charles Oliveira fan. I've been taking this guy since the Michael Chandler fight and long before that. But when the hype train started, everybody started going against this man and talking like he was nobody. I got to set you guys straight sometimes. But what really bothered me for this fight is the leg kick power of Gaethje. Gaethje has absolutely fucking destructive leg kicks. Dude hits like a train, and you can see it affect fighters throughout his fights. I mean, he battered Ferguson and many more. But regardless, that was a big key for Justin Gaethje in my mind, is that he's going to land some nasty leg kicks. Now, is Oliveira going to check these? Is he going to use it to set up a takedown? Is he going to be able to avoid them in any way? The first couple that landed were fucking hard. He hit Oliveira extremely hard, even sent him sideways on like 2 of them, I believe. Now, what Oliveira did, which I thought was very impressive, he did the check move where you like lift up your leg and kind of get him to miss, and he would lean into Gaethje and force a clinch fight. Where I was saying that if you watch the prediction video, that Gaethje is going to struggle when they're in the clinch. This guy's a Muay Thai specialist. His fucking Muay Thai is getting fine-tuned. It's nasty. Elbows, knees, and Gaethje was falling right into it because he was throwing bombs. I mean, like, his punches, he was whiffing big. He was going for the knockout. He was not fucking around in this fight, and I respect that. And he landed hard, but Oliveira just showed smarts, composure, and did what he does best. He got it to the ground and immediately went for the finish. So, yeah, the leg kicks were one thing I was really worried about. Now that he handled those, went in, landed his shots, like I said, got Gaethje down, ended up submitting him. No hate on Justin Gaethje at all, man. It's a tough fight. I think what's really crazy about Charles Oliveira is that he's mind-fucking everybody. Everybody thinks that he's like some kind of a quitter, that, you know, he's gonna give in. I can land the shot that's gonna put him away. Well, so far, nobody has. Michael Chandler dropped him hard, didn't get the finish. Dustin Poirier dropped him 2 or 3 times, didn't get the finish. Justin Gaethje, you're next. Dropped him, didn't get the finish. And in fact, he ends up finishing the fight himself. The thing about Oliveira that these guys just don't want to admit is his striking is up to par. You're going against killer strikers and you're outstriking them or striking with them and landing and doing enough damage to make it you know, an even match, to the point where they're like, fuck, man, like you know, this isn't working. This isn't going exactly how I thought. And he turns it into a ground fight. Eventually, he breaks their will. They're not confident as they were. They're trying to be more patient. And then he starts forcing it to the ground. And he grinds these guys out and gets submissions. He has the most submission victories in UFC history. Most finishes, I believe. And I believe he's on an 11-fight win streak. So this obviously brings the next question to all of us fight fans' minds. What's next? Who's going to be fucking fighting this guy next? Who could possibly take on the shitstorm that is Charles Oliveera. This guy is undeniable. He's unbelievably good right now, and he's fucking on fire. One big name that comes to mind, Islam Makhachev, right? Everybody's hyping this guy up, 21-1, 10-fight win streak. He has some crazy record. It's something like that. I might not be dead accurate, but I know it's very close to that. Islam could be the guy that does the job, right? What's he known for? Wrestling, taking him down, mauling him. For me, I mean, I'm going to do a prediction video if this fight gets set up. I don't like that matchup for Makhachev at all. I think that is the worst possible opponent for him, which I'm hype about because I'm ready for this fucking Islam Makhachev hype train to end. You're going to go on the ground with one of the most dangerous submission artists there are. Good luck with that. Standing up, I mean, I'd give Islam the power, but how many guys have had the power advantage against Oliveira and didn't do shit with it? So that fight, I mean, if you're Islam, you got some serious problems. Obviously, you're calling for that because you want to be the champion. So, yeah, I would definitely be calling for that if I was Islam. Another big name that people are throwing out there is Conor McGregor. I don't think Conor McGregor could make 155. He looks absolutely jacked right now. He's definitely going to be fighting at 170. Or a catchweight fight. There's just no fucking way that dude is making 155. And if he does, you know, he has the striking tools and the power that could possibly knock Oliveira out cold. So that's the only advantage I would give Conor. If that fight hits the ground, it's over. I'm telling you, McGregor is not a grappler, and we know that. He's not grappling with Oliveira at all. One more big name that they were throwing out there, Michael Chandler. Now, Michael Chandler has definitely proved himself. So I wouldn't even mind seeing that because he was the closest person to beating Oliveira out of all three of the people that he's fought recently. Out of Gaethje, Poirier, and Chandler, Chandler got out of a submission attempt, had Oliveira really badly hurt, like a lot more bad than just dropping him. He had him almost finish the fight. So if they wanted to put that rematch together, I'm not opposed to that. One more guy that they could throw out there is Beneil Dariush. If Dana White, who said that Joe Rogan said that they shouldn't put the Dariush and Makhachev fight together, they should probably let Makhachev fight for the title, that'd be another top contender that would be pretty interesting to see him roll with Oliveira. I mean, that's like none of these fights are good for the contenders. Oliveira, in my eyes, fuck them vacating and stripping him of his title. He is still the true champ. He's taking out top-notch competition. He's undeniable, man. Like, this guy's skill set is so well-rounded, standing up and on the ground. You can't deny this guy. So let me know in the comment section what you guys thought about the fight, who you guys were going for. You know, I love Justin Gaethje, man, but I just think Oliveira, his skill set is so good that he's unbeatable right now. But let me know who you guys think he should fight next. Hit me in the comments. Hit me with a like and subscribe, and it's been real. This video is sponsored by Lightspeed Payments, processing made easy. For all business owners, head over to lightspeed-payments.com and get a free quote today. Use promo code MADMATTY for 20% off. That's lightspeed-payments.com.
Haters talking shit, yeah, they breath stank. Walk up in the club dripping like I'm fresh paint. I can see through the facade like an